Good day, Zimbabwe. I'd like to discuss UDA's key fundamental of eradicating poverty. The United Democratic Alliance is obsessed in uplifting the lives of the people of Zimbabwe. And in doing so, we have researched the most effective way of bringing solutions to our population. What we intend to do is to introduce the Basic Income Grant. What is the Basic Income Grant? The Basic Income Grant is a fund that we are proposing to set aside for payment to those who are poor, unemployed, and are over the age of 18. What is important about this is that it will stimulate internal growth within families, communities, and the generality of our population. The Basic Income Grant is going to be paid instead of us giving handouts such as food, because it is our intention to preserve the dignity of families, that families are able to scale out of poverty to levels that they can find themselves by their own innovations. It is important that individuals run their lives and have got control of how they want to position themselves in society. We are going to be effectively dealing with unemployment as a direct consequence of that, because there is a tracking mechanism to ensure that these people that are benefiting eventually get employed, eventually find themselves in educational institutions and training institutions, so that Zimbabwe can develop at multiple levels. We are also going to deal with the malnourishment of our children, because it is hunger that is at the center of many diseases and the failure to afford medical health. When the Basic Income Grant is introduced, that will be a thing of the past. It will bring normalcy to the way families live and the way we interact in terms of our livelihoods. We are going to ensure that nobody in our country dies because of hunger. We want people to be able to afford life. It is their right to live. It's a provision of our Constitution, and we are determined to do that. This unique solution that we have proposed is only being proposed by the United Democratic Alliance. Anybody else that's going to attempt to introduce this will be copying efforts of our research, because we are obsessed in serving the people of Zimbabwe. We are going to ensure that there is a policy shift to ensure that this is implemented immediately. To do so, we are also going to ensure that legislative provisions are made to our statutes so that this can be effective in implementation, monitoring, and of course, in ensuring that people are upskilled. We'll be dealing accordingly with it. But would like to highlight also to the people of Zimbabwe that this is not the unemployment benefit. This is poverty eradication. And this solution has been implemented in a somewhat different model depending on the peculiarities of the countries. It's been implemented in Canada, Finland, Italy, Scotland, India, Mexico, Namibia, and Uganda. The models vary because of the peculiar issues that those countries need to deal with. In addressing the inequalities between the classes, we are ensuring that all the beneficiaries will be registered and will be targeted for either institutions of higher learning, trade institutions, or jobs that they'll be able to be deployed to in order to shrink their over-dependency on the Basic Income Grant. We expect that this fund will be funded from the extractive sector, because we believe that in spite of the profora of the many tariffs that are levied to the extractive sector, which are approximately around 26, we believe these will be lowered, and those that remain will include the Basic Income Grant Fund, so that it is not going to overburden any additional sector. This is a money that is always available, that is already there, and simply will be quarantined and directed to a much more effective channel so that we address the funding of the basic income grant without overburdening any new investment into the country. I'd like us to celebrate this uniqueness that's being introduced by the United Democratic Alliance. Thank you very much. Twalumba, siyabonga, tinotenda, zikomo kwambiri.